Hey! Hey. Hey. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys. Woo! I'm excited. I'm excited to be home. I'm excited to be talking to y'all. And this means a lot to me that you guys come out. It does. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. It's important to be here and see people that I grew up with, because you're the people, like, if I'm in hell and I don't see, I'm like, this is some bullshit. This is bullshit. Why am I here and they're not here? And if you are there and I'm not there, you better be pissed off. I'm just as bad as you. I'm worse. I'm worse than you. Yeah, I don't know. I see some faces in the crowd that I went to high school with. And, yeah, I see you guys. I see it. I think the worst thing I did, I still think about it all the time, is I took ASL in high school. Yeah, it's Spanbauer. They put 14, 15, and 16-year-old kids in a classroom with a deaf woman, and they're just like, go ahead and teach them. Good luck. And we were like, she's gonna leave us alone with her? Oh man, we should just fuck with her every day. I think it was like third period, so you get at like 11. Every day we fake the bell at like 10:55. Just stand up. There's the bell. Jared's here. Jared would come into the class like all the time and we'd be like, this is our German exchange student. And for some reason, Jared would come in as an autistic boy. He'd just come in and be like, And we'd be like, he doesn't speak any English, don't even bother, Spanbauer. Every day, this is messed up. We would tell her, Corey's here too, Corey. Woo! We'd tell her Corey's playing music. Corey's playing music, and I don't even know. That's how little I learned in the class. That's not the sign, that's a gang sign, I think. She would go up to Corey and just take her purse and just open it up and just dump it out. Shuffle through everything. And Corey would be like, no! Shuffle through everything. And then she's like, I don't think there's any music here, guys. Did you guys lie to me? No, there's no music. Every test was the smartest kid in the class. Like just being like, all right, number 1 is A. 2 is B. Followed by the dumbest kid in the class being like, what's 2 again? Seriously, man? Just pretend like you're deaf, dude. That's how we're gonna pass, together. Oh. But everybody had their way of messing with her somehow. And my way of messing with her was she would come and she would stand in front of my desk and she had this weird habit of wearing a lanyard. Like a lanyard, and then she would take her lanyard and she would take her badge and she would tuck it right into her pants. Like that. She'd stand in front of my desk and I would look at her and I would just go, boom. Stop her badge out of her pants. And she would go, Wessel, no, don't touch my badge. I'm not trying to be fucked up, that's how she talks, okay? I don't want to do it, but that's the accurate way. And I don't know, I just kept doing it. I just did it once and then I was like, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this. Pop her badge out. Don't touch my badge. And then one day I get called into the office And they're like, Russ, man, how do we say this? We have reports that you have been trying to sexually assault your teacher, Mrs. Spanbauer. And I was like, what? Yeah, she said you come in here and trying to touch her badge. I was like, her badge? Who's this badge? Who says that? And then I realized she couldn't speak. So she goes, you've been trying to touch my badge, or my badge. And they confused badge with badge. Because she probably was like, who's been reaching out here? And I was like, no, I have been popping her badge out of her pants. I have been not trying to finger a disabled woman. And they were so relieved that I wasn't actually trying to sexually assault my FASL teacher that they were like, oh, thank God. Just go back to class. Don't tell the county about this. No one will ever speak of it again. Or pretend like it never happened. We're in this together. Like we all put our hands in and we're like, I got away with it. I don't know. Yep. It's a true story. I don't know how you transition from sexual assault to something else, but I'm gonna work with it with you guys here. I'm happy to be home. Home amongst the Redskins fans here. Yeah, man, great season. We're having a great season. You know what I don't understand about the whole the Redskins name? I don't understand the protest. I understand like the protest of the Redskins name in the sense of like I get it, but like I don't get Peter King's protest because he's just like I'm not saying the word, like I'm not gonna say the name. I'm like that doesn't do anything. Like what's that do? Because you can be like, all right, the Redskins suck. And the only people that are offended are like Redskins fans, you know? And people who are like, Peter King's so brave, he's not saying the name. And I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. If he was brave, the brave thing to do would be like, all right, well, I'm just gonna make this shit racist again. You know? He's like, starts writing articles, he's like, how about these Redskins trying to block this pipeline? What the fuck do these people think they are? They think they own shit? Like, no, these Redskins need to learn. That would be brave. That would be some brave shit. Like, he loses his job, and then people like, Peter, calm down. He's like, no, I'm trying to make a point. That shit's fucked up, man. We need to recognize again that this word is a racist word. Because right now, it's not really that racist. But if we make it racist again, maybe like this protest will work. Maybe that wouldn't work. I don't know. It's just my opinion. I'm gonna miss the election, man. I love drama. I'm sorry. The older I get, the more I realize, like, drama, dude, that's the best. That shit is great. Like, I was at a bar the other night, and all my friends went into the bar, and I was outside because I just see this, like, Long Island girl just accosting this bouncer, just, like, going at him, just like, fuck you, I'm gonna fucking kill you. And all my friends were like, Russ, man, don't get involved, come inside. I'm like, what are you kidding me? This is free fucking TV. This is fucking amazing. She's just going after this bouncer, and this bouncer, he's not even like messing with her. He just goes, all right, well, I got this huge belly. So he just uses his belly as his defense weapon. He's just like, it was like one of those people, like, you ever seen those videos where the people have like one of those exercise stability balls and they just run into each other? That's what he had for a stomach, an exercise stability ball, where he's just up there, just back off. She's like, oh, fuck. And I'm like, this is amazing. This is spectacular. And I watched the whole thing like play out, and then the cops come and they're like, did anyone see it? I'm like, me. I saw the whole thing. You want me to come to court? Like, I would love to come to court. I want to come to court. I want to testify. Just so I get to talk about the way he used his stomach. Like, it was amazing. It was like a superpower. You don't see that kind of thing every day. But I love drama. Like, Facebook for the past month for me has been spectacular. I don't know. It's been, like, it sucks for a lot of people. For me, it's like, wow, this is great. I don't know. It's just ridiculous, you know? It's like, Facebook has become my favorite video game. Like, it's like playing with that kid, that 13-year-old kid. You know, the people that freak out on Facebook are the 13-year-old kid that, like, loses at Super Smash Bros. And then, like, throws his controller against the wall. It's like, what? I want to play with this kid every time. This is spectacular. What's he doing? Oh man, I could watch this guy all day. Yeah, I mean, like, honestly, here's how much I love it. I hope when we die that we just go and we get to, like, wherever we go and we just find out, like, all the gods are political parties. And we gotta, like, do it all over again. And we're just like, fuck. Shit, man. I already know how I'm voting. I'm voting Mormon, dude. We get our own planet. They sold me. They're not gonna sell me while I'm down here, but, like, once I'm up there, I'm going Mormon. I'm gonna go Mormon. I like it. A lot of people will say they're Christian. They'll be like, I'm going Jesus. No, you're not. You're Republican. The minute you get up there, you're gonna be like, this isn't a serious candidate. Look at him. He's in a bathrobe. Look at those sandals. Just walking around. It's like, but how you closing that? Is that a rope? Are you closing your bathrobe with a rope? I can't vote for this guy. What are my other options? Just like down here, you know, Buddha will be like the Bernie Sanders candidate, where people are like, I want to vote for Buddha, but, like, I don't want to throw my vote away. Wish I could. Should've. You should've. Maybe we wouldn't be here. But just also, like, down here, you know, no matter how we vote, like, the Jews just end up running everything. As they should, though. As they should. They're doing a good job. I got no complaints. I'm not gonna complain about that. It's good. It's good. What if, like, when we die, and, like, you go and you die, and just, like, you ask God, you're like, God, what was it all about? He's just like, money? I don't think I could have made that more obvious. Donald Trump. Every rap song you ever heard is about money. Money? Aw, shit, I'm an idiot. I was ignoring every sign. I thought it was gonna be something more important, but apparently, money. That's some good shit, right? What if, like, the Westboro Baptist Church was right, you know? That'd be weird. You'd be, like, back there, they're like, yeah, you're right, but it just turns out God's a dick. Who cares? Like, you're right, but, like, God's also kind of wrong? I don't know. This is weird. I'm not going to be able to sell it to you, but, like, I have this, like, a certain level of respect for the Westboro Baptist Church and their intolerance. Because it's so intolerant that it's like, dude, they believe that they believe that we're going to hell, and they'll say anything to keep us from going to hell. They'll say anything in the world to keep us from going to hell. And, like, a good Christian is like, they're just like, all right, we go to hell. Like, it's like if there's a shark in a swimming pool, and, like, as long as they believe there's a shark in the swimming pool, it's kind of nice that they're, like, doing anything to keep us out of that swimming pool, you know? That's my opinion. But a good Christian's like, yeah, go swimming, I don't care. Don't worry about it. Whatever. Like, as long as they believe it. No, let me say it like this. It's kind of like if you had, like, the Westboro Baptist Church is like having, like, a really dumb friend. and you have like a really manipulative friend that tells your dumb friend, he's like, hey man, if you don't have sex with Russell's girlfriend, man, he's gonna go to prison. And then your dumb friend like comes up to you, he's like, hey, dude, I just want you to know, like I banged Kate, so like you wouldn't go to prison. And they're like, oh, you're such a dick. But for the right reasons, you know? For the right reasons. I think you gotta be like, I don't know, I think you gotta be like a little intolerant to really consider yourself tolerant. Like you have to have like one intolerant friend to really consider yourself tolerant. Otherwise, it's like, what are you doing? Like, you're not really tolerant then. You know? I don't know, maybe it's just me. You gotta get all these, you gotta surround yourself with all types of people, even the dumb ones. And yeah, like I don't know, man. I live with some lesbian girls, and there's no transition there. They're just intolerant people towards me. That's how they treat me, and that's how I bring them up. I live with 2 lesbian girls, and I've lived with them for 2 years, and they're great at being horrible to me. Everybody like knows me here, so like they see me on Snapchat and they see like me say things to Melanie, and they're like, oh my God, Russ, you're so horrible. Wait till the camera's off. Melanie knows what the fuck she's doing. I have this like sick addiction where I go to Melanie for advice, and like I just get torn down every time. It's like she's working in like a coal mine. I'm a mine. She's just banging away at the walls, and I'm just losing every bit of myself every day. Like I was like, Mel, should I cut my hair? And she's like, I don't think you have the head for short hair. What about my beard? Should I shave my beard? I don't think you have the face for that. Right? Like one thing I asked her the other day, I was like, Mel, you got any advice on going down on chicks? She was like, number 1, Russ, you're not qualified. Stay out of the pussy eating game. That's my game. You're gonna get there, you're gonna get lost, you're gonna fuck shit up. Don't bother. Okay. I told her, I was just like, oh, well, what I like to do is I'm kind of lazy, so I just like to fluff a pillow, and then I like to just have them come up on me. Just sit on my face. And she was like, you don't know about that? That's respect. What's up? I respect that. Hell yeah, Russ. First fist pound I ever got from her. Wow. This is a true story. Mom, this isn't a true story. Everybody else is a true story. I was in that position the other day, and I was laying on my back, and this girl was sitting on, Mom, it's not true. Sitting up there. And you guys know, my roommate John, like, he cut out all these pictures of himself and hung them up on my back wall. And so she's up on my face, and I look up and I realize she's staring at John's face while sitting on my face. I was like, hey, eyes down here. Eyes down here. And then rather than respecting that, she just kind of like dropped her legs a little more. Just like, and I was like, it was like a doctor. You know, when they get like one of those like aggravated patients, they just turn up the morphine. I was like, okay. I mean, he's got a nice face. It's 100% a true story. You can't make that shit up. It was disturbing, man. I think about it all the time, in a pleasurable way. I don't know. So one thing, what other time, Melanie? One thing that I have my way of getting back at Melanie is I just start subjective arguments with her. Just like I tell her that I'm more liberal than she is, and it just pisses her off. She's like, "No, you're not." Yeah, I am. She's like, "No, you're not." Yeah, I am. And she goes, "Well, you're not liberal." And I go, "All right, well, maybe I'm not overall more liberal than you, but pound for pound, I'm more liberal than you. You're a 24-year-old lesbian girl. I'm a 27-year-old white guy who works at a bank. Pound for pound, Black Lives Matter does not bother me. That's pretty liberal for who I am, you know? And that pisses her off. Another example is we got in an argument the other day, and we got in an argument about white privilege, and she said, if you're white, 100% you have white privilege. And I was like, that's not true. And she was like, yes, it is. Yes, it is. And I was like, I have one caveat. You can totally tattoo your way out of white privilege. Yeah, dude, just go to a tattoo parlor and be like, dude, I'm sick of white privilege. They'll be like, did you go on our website? We have a package for that. We can get rid of all of that. I don't think it's a good idea, but we can do it. We got some stuff here, some stuff here. You won't have to worry about it. Yeah. I don't know. I took a bus down here, and I hate the bus, but I also love the bus. The last time I was on a bus before this, I was on my way home from Dewey Beach, and this is weird, but I met a girl on the bus, and I ended up making out with this girl on the bus. Yeah, I'm still confused by it. Because I don't know how to feel about it, you know? It's because it's Russ, man. It's there's two ways to Russ, man, you're killing it, dude. You're making girls on buses? You're making out with these girls? Fuck yeah. Or it's Russ, dude, what are you doing, dude? You're making girls on buses? You're making out with these girls? Not a good move, man. I don't know. I'm perplexed by it, dude. I don't judge myself for it. I judge her for it. Look at me. I judge her for it all day. I haven't had a haircut in forever. She was a bad move by her. Yeah. Yeah. Dude, my entire thing is my whole dating criteria is, can I seamless you if I wanted to, you know what I mean? How far away from you? If you're further than a migrant worker will go on a motorized bicycle, you're too far from me. And I think that's a legitimate criteria. I look at other girls Tinder profiles, and I'm what do they have on there? They're just they're no scrubs and no cargo shorts. First of all, you're not better than cargo shorts. Dude, who are the scrubs that are self-identifying and then being nope, never mind. Can you imagine if The Bachelorette started every season and The Bachelorette was all right, first of all, no scrubs. 4 guys stand up, they're this is bullshit. Whatever, man. I'm gonna go back to my job at fucking. Oh, it's stupid. I think distance is a perfectly fine criteria. I've been seeing this girl, and for a month now, and Every Thursday she breaks up with me, and every Sunday we get back together, and I have zero problems with it. Like, this is the ideal relationship. And everybody I tell about it's like, that's a red flag. You don't want me to get out of there. I'm like, do you know me? Like, I'm a red flag. My life is a red flag. I'm pretty sure I gotta go to my doctor to get Ritalin so I don't get fired from my job. That's a red flag. It's a red flag. My Tinder profile should just say, actively seeking other red flags. Not better than you. I am willing, yeah, just come in numbers. Yep. Just being honest with you guys. I'm on Tinder, and it's interesting. People like hate Tinder, but I don't know. Like, what was my life before Tinder? I remember my life before like dating apps, and for me, it was like trying to sell a used car door to door. Just like, hi, can I interest you in a 5'10" white guy? No, I can't. Okay. Hi, can I interest you in a 5'10" white guy? No for you? Okay. No and no. Tinder came along and they literally, what is dating? Dating is trying to sell your P and trying to buy some V. That's what you're doing. And Tinder came along and made the NASDAQ stock exchange for trading V's with P's. So they're trading at fair market value now. Everybody knows what's up, man. Like, I have this theory about Tinder. It definitely is going to reduce the domestic violence rate. There's no way it's not. Because, like, how are you going to put our hands on a girl when she knows the cheap price of D? She's going to be like, Liz, put your hands down, Carl. You know how fucking cheap dick is in this town? Stop it. Stop it. It's fucking everywhere. Yeah, man, I go on Tinder. I got a strategy. I go on there and I'm like, all right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to upsell my P, and then I'm gonna try to buy some undervalued V, and I'm gonna build a nice portfolio. Something my grandkids are gonna be really proud of. They'll like look on it. They're like, Grandpa was a fucking weirdo, but a killer. Good for him. Yeah. I'm actually like surprisingly like, and I'll tell you guys this, and on this, I'm surprisingly like pretty good at dates and going on dates. Yes. I am. Like, you wouldn't expect it. You wouldn't expect it. I don't know, I'm pretty good at, my buddy Barry's here, he's laying up there. Woo! And Barry's like, he's like, dude, I can get dates, but like, I'm not really getting like the second date. I'm like, oh, dude, I don't have that problem, man. He's like, well, what do you do? And I'm like, I don't know, just like, you know, go on a date and like, ask a bunch of questions. He's like, yeah? And then what? And I go, I don't know, man. I find out something that like she's passionate about. Yeah, and then what? And I go, well then like I just like kind of disagree with her on it, you know? Argue about that. Yeah, and then what do you do? Well then I just like act like she changed my mind about it. Huh.